Hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, that's right, St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, this here Sunday, November the 7th, 2021. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Angie Smith, Mike Mcbride, and so without further ado, here's a birthday song for the two of you. Hey Angie, hey Mike, hey, I heard it's your birthday today, so happy birthday, I'm a say. You know, you're 1 more year older today, so a happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey Mike, hey Angie, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday today. I said, it's your happy birthday today. Happy birthday to the two of you, and many, many, many more. Alright, well, alrighty then. Alright, here we go. How about some Shen Show likes? Those are folks that like or love the Shen Show. Doug Belleville, a.k.a. Steve Clary. And my Pokey pal, Amanda S. Little. That's it. That's the shout-outs for today, folks. Get your names on in there so that you can get your shout-out daily. You know, all you got to do is like the page each and every day. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily the YouTube, because, well, I don't check out my YouTube stuff very often until after I have posted everything. So there might even be some YouTube likers on there. Maybe I'll go and check that real quick. Just to get there, just to check it out, just to see. Yep, no bell. So that means I ain't got no comments on the old Facebook. Alright, well anyway, that being said, it looks like a weather forecast for us coming up, and it's going to be sponsored for you today by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is located at 2052 and 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri 63301. Pastored by ordained Pastor John Schumer. And Refreshing Word Fellowship is a non-denominational Christian church. So don't forget to show up at Refreshing Word Fellowship Church on Sundays at 11 o'clock a.m. for our Sunday services, and on Thursdays for a special hour of power prayer from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. So, hey, and if you feel the need to call and find out a little bit more about Refreshing Word Fellowship Church, the phone number to call is 636-333-0594. Again, that number is 636-333-0594. Sorry about that. Let's repeat that one more time. 636-333-0594 is the phone number to call to get in touch with Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Alright, hey, there you have it. That's our sponsor for our local weather forecast for the next 5 days. And, well, I'm going to give you today free, and then I'll throw 5 days on top of it, okay? Well, it was pretty warm today. Actually, it got up to like 77 or 78 degrees out there today. Felt pretty nice in the sunshine around the corner without the wind blowing on you. It was great and grand. It was out there good enough for me to stand, you know. I was out there loving it, soaking up that sunshine. That's just the way I am. But anyway, it's not going to stay that way. No siree, Bob. The temperature is going to be dropping. That's right, a clear sky with low temperatures of 44 degrees Fahrenheit overnight, with winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for Monday, November the 8th, mainly sunny skies with high temperatures around 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies during the evening will give way to cloudy skies overnight. Low temperatures of 49 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable, which means south-southwest at 6 miles per hour. And then for Tuesday, November the 9th, overcast skies. Chances of rain showers with high temperatures of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour with considerable cloudiness overnight. Low temperatures of 51 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable northeast at 3 miles per hour. Now, for Wednesday the 10th, the day I was planning on going to the dentist, cloudy skies with high temperatures of only 67 degrees Fahrenheit, but it doesn't call for rain, so we're good there. Winds are going to be southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Considerable cloudiness with an occasional rain shower later on at night, with low temperatures of 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and chances of rain are 50%. I'm hoping to be home from the dentist before the rain starts at 9:30 at night. Because if I'm there that long, boy, I tell you what, nobody wants to stay at the dentist's office that long, huh? And then Thursday, November the 11th, showers in the morning, then partly cloudy in the afternoon. High temperatures around 57 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain 50%. And then mostly clear skies overnight with low temperatures of 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for Friday, November the 12th, our final day of our 5-day forecast. Intervals of clouds and sunshine in the morning with more clouds for later in the day. High temperatures of 51 degrees Fahrenheit, winds west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. A few clouds from time to time with low temperatures of 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds west to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And that, my friends, is your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. All right, hey, what's coming up? Well, you know, that's an event. And what more do we have for events than our event sponsor, Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie. That's right, we've got the holidays coming up, and I tell you what, there's no better way to find decorations for your home than to go to Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie on Facebook. She can do it all for you. Yep, you just jump on her Facebook page and peruse her pictures of her products. And if you want something special, she can do that for you too. Just leave her a message on the page and she will get back to you as soon as possible. Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie on Facebook. Alright, here we go. The lighting on Beale will be November 17th. So why don't we take a look at something that's more current, which will be Santa's Wonderland at the Bass Pro Shops. Bass Pros and Cabela's are sponsoring Santa's Wonderland, and you can reserve your spot today. That's right, because Bass Pro started on yesterday, November the 6th. Santa's Wonderland started November the 6th, and it will be running through December the 24th, 2021. Free photos with Santa starting today at, well, I'm not sure what time they're starting today. Anyway, experience the magic of Christmas at Santa's Wonderland at your local Bass Pro or Cabela's sporting goods shops. Let's see what all that they got going on. Santa's Wonderful Wonderland. Make your free Santa photo reservations in advance. Reservations are required in all locations and can go quickly. Reserving is free, easy, and free. Just A, select your nearest store. B, select your preferred time. And C, show your confirmation at the check-in. Make your reservations today. Anyway, holly, jolly, and contactless Christmas, meaning Santa Claus is like probably in a box behind you, a plastic box, and you don't even get to get close to him, and he can't put his arms around you, just like old Santa Claus used to do. Boy, I remember Santa Claus, and he used to put his arms around me and hug me tight, and I knew that it was time for Santa Claus to come and bring us some presents and whatnot. And now you get used to this here COVID type Santa Claus, and he can't even touch us and hug us and love us or nothing. We just got to see him through the plastic glass window and say, "Hi, Santa Claus." And take a look at our picture with Santa Claus as he's sitting there behind us with his arms spread wide, but he can't even touch us on the side. I tell you, folks. Anyway, families who visit Santa's receive a free 4x6 studio quality photo, as well as a free digital video greeting card to share on social media. Now, additional photo packages are also available for purchase and print instantly in the store. Club members get exclusive offers of 50% off of any photo package when purchasing with your club card member, your club MasterCard card, your charge card from club, either Bass Pro Shop Clubs or the Cabela's Club. I had me a Cabela's Club card. First time you use it, you get like 50% off also. So if you get 50% off when they give you the discount of 50% off, and you get 50% off for opening the account, well, by golly, that's a free packet of photos, don't you know? Santa's arrival, the magic begins on November the 6th, yesterday. Families are invited to tailgate at Bass Pro's Pro Shops and Cabela's for the festivity parade to kick off the Christmas season, featuring Santa as he returns to open Santa's Wonderland. Yep, that's right. Free and safe holiday fun. During your visit, families can mail their letters to Santa and receive free giveaways while the supplies last. Families can enjoy an amazing aquarium and wildlife displays found in every Bass Pro Shop and Cabela store. Now also, Santa has the toy shop. That's right, the toy shop is now online. No longer do you get to sit and play with them. You have to, you can peruse the toy shop and shop now for toys. In the new gift registry, you let your friends and family know what you really want at Cabela's. You can also purchase Christmas promo gift cards. The gifts on everyone's wish list is a Cabela's and or Santa Bass Pro and or Cabela's gift card. Promo gift cards, that's right. So anyway, gift cards, everyone's wish list, November the 8th through 28th only. Special gift cards are valid to use starting Christmas Day with a 10% off special gift. Gift cards can be purchased in store and online only in the USA. And then that's pretty much it. So get on down to your local Bass Pro and see Santa Claus for the Christmas season. Get some photos with Santa Claus or without Santa Claus. Or you can come on down to St. Charles, Missouri and get some Santa pictures with Santa Claus on the outside down there on Main Street. But we're going to get to that right after we talk about the lighting on Beale Street. November the 17th, 2021. Lighting on Beale Street will be occurring. That's 1650 Beale Street in the streets of St. Charles Complex from 4:30 to 7:30 on November the 17th, 2021. Join the streets of St. Charles for their third annual lighting of the Beale. Lighting on Beale. Watch as St. Charles Mayor Dan Bergmeyer lights the 24-foot holiday tree to start the shopping season for Beale Street in St. Charles, Missouri. All right, and then what else we got going on? That's right. Oh, yeah. We just kind of fixed it where we could do Christmas Traditions opening date, November the 26th, 2021. If you want the free pictures with Santa Claus, well, here's the way you get them. Bring your smartphone with your camera on it. Let your kids stand with Santa Claus and let them get a big old happy hug. Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus and Santa Clauses from all around the world. And get a happy hug from Santa Claus as you get that picture taken at 500 South Riverside Drive, St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. Free pictures, free to the public, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. And there's all kinds of neat stuff, so come on down to Christmas Traditions for the St. Charles Christmas Traditions season. Alright, well, alrighty then. I got a song I'm going to sing for you, and I'm going to wet the whistle and get the lips all unsmacked and dried and see if we can't let this song slide. First off, I'm going to check the clock for Craig, because I got him late the other night, and I'm sorry about that. 15 minutes. Okay, yeah, we got some time yet, Craig. Well, here we go. All my exes live in Texas. And Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas. And that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Now Rosanna's down in Texarkana. Wanted me to push her broom. Sweet Eileen in Abilene, she forgot I hung the moon. And Allison in Galveston somehow lost her sanity. And Dimples, who now lives in Temples, got the law looking for me. All my exes live in Texas. And Texas is the place I'd dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Play it, boys. I remember that old Frio River where I learned to swim, but it brings me to mind other times that I'll row my welcome thin, and by transcendental meditation I go there each night, but I always come back to myself long before daylight. I said, all my exes live in Texas. Yeah, they do. And Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas. Therefore I reside in Tennessee. Some folks think I'm hiding. I'd been removed, and that I've died in, but I'm alive and well in Tennessee. Alright, well there you have it, folks. Go to sleep. Alright. Hey kids, it's time. It's that time, kids. It's time for TV, Grandpa. That's right. Come on, jump on the couch or up in the bed, wherever you rest your sleepy head, because we're going to do TV time with Grandpa. That's right, it's story time. Grandpa Shenandoah is going to read his story. Tonight's story is going to be Cinderella, and it's going to be coming to you by Thankful Nests by Jeannie Christopher. That's right, available on Amazon.com, Brightside Bookshops, and Patchbook.com. You can order your copy of Thankful Nests by Janie, that's A-N, as in November, E-Y, Janie Christopher. Doves, fawn, and indigo long for a family, and they plead with God to, in their prayers, to give them a family. A horrible thunderstorm arises in the park, and that they, the one which in they live. Well, the tree is debashed and debauched, and all the colorful birds that live in the tree with them each take their turns thanking God for his protection during the storm. What will this mean for Fawn and Indigo's prayers for a family? Will there be anything for them to be thankful for? Well, these questions and more can be answered by purchasing Thankful Nests by Janie Christopher. All right, there you have it. And tonight's story is a Cinderella. That's right, a Cinderella. And here we go. A girl named Cinderella lived with her stepmother and 2 stepsisters. Well, poor Cinderella had to work hard all day long, and so the others could rest. It was she who had to wake up each morning when it was still dark and cold to start the fires. It was she who cooked the meals. It was she who kept the fire going. The poor girl could not stay clean from all the ashes and cinders by the fire. What a mess, her 2 stepsisters laughed, and that is why they called her Cinderella. Well, one day, big news came to town. The king and queen were going to have a ball. It was time for the prince to find a bride. Well, all the young ladies in the land were invited to come, and they were wild with joy. They would wear their most beautiful gowns and fix their hair extra nice. Maybe the prince would like them. Well, at Cinderella's house, she now had extra work to do. She had to make 2 brand new gowns for her stepsisters. Faster, shouted one stepsister. You call that a dress? Screamed the other. Oh dear, said Cinderella. When can I? The stepmother marched into the room. When can you what? Well, said the girl, when will I have time to make my own dress for the ball? You? Yelled the stepmother. Who said you're going to the ball? Well, what? Laughed, said the one stepsister. That's such a mess. They pointed at Cinderella. All of them laughed. Cinderella said to herself, when they look at me, maybe they see a mess, but I am not that way, and if I could, I would go to the ball. Soon the time came for the stepsisters and the stepmother and stepsisters to leave for the big party. Their fine carriage came to the door. The stepmother and stepsisters hopped inside, and they were off. Goodbye, called Cinderella. Have a good time. But her stepmother and stepsisters did not turn around to see her. Well, me, said Cinderella sadly. The carriage rode off down the street, and she said aloud, I wish I could go to the ball too. Then poof, all of a sudden in front of her was a fairy. You called, said the fairy. Did I? Said Cinderella. Who are you? Why, your fairy godmother, of course. I know your wish, and I have come to grant it. But, said Cinderella, my wish is impossible. Excuse me, said the fairy godmother in a huff. Did I not just show up out of thin air? Yes, you did, said Cinderella. Then let me be the one to say what is impossible or possible or not. Well, I think you know I want to go to the ball, too." She looked down at her dirty clothes. "But look at me. You look a bit of a mess, child," said the fairy godmother. "Even if I had something nice to wear," said the girl, "I would have no way to get there." "Dear me, all of that is possible," said the fairy godmother. And with that she tapped her wand on Cinderella's head. And poof! All at once Cinderella was all clean. She was dressed in a beautiful blue gown. Her hair was set up high on her head inside of a golden band. "This is wonderful," said Cinderella. Who said I was done?" said the fairy godmother. She tapped her wand again. At once a beautiful carriage came to be, with a driver and 4 white horses. "Well, am I dreaming?" Cinderella looked around her. "Is it as real as it really can be?" said the fairy godmother. "It is as real as it really can be," said the fairy godmother, "but there is one thing you must know." "What is that?" "All of this lasts only to midnight. Tonight, at the stroke of midnight, it will all be over. Everything will go back to how it was before." "Then I must be sure to leave the ball before midnight," said Cinderella. "Good idea," said the fairy godmother. She stepped back. "My work is done." And with that, the fairy godmother was gone. Cinderella looked around her. Did that even happen? But there she stood, in a fine gown, and with a golden band in her hair. And there were her driver and 4 horses before her waiting. Coming, called the driver. She stepped into the carriage, and off they went. Well, over at the ball, the prince did not know what to think. "Why do you have that sad look on your face?" the queen said to her son. "Look around you. You could not ask for finer maidens than these." "Well, I know, mother," said the prince. Yet he knew something was wrong. He had met many of the younger women, and yet after he said hello, one by one, he could not find nothing more to say. "Look," someone pointed to the front door. "Who is that?" "Look!" And all the heads turned. Who was that indeed? Who was that lovely maiden stepping down the stairs? She held her head tall and looked as if she belonged, but no one knew her. "There's something about her," said the prince to himself. "I will ask her to dance." And he walked over to Cinderella. "Have we met?" said the prince. "I am pleased to meet you now," said Cinderella with a bow. "I feel as though I know you," said the prince. "But of course that's impossible." "Many things are possible," said Cinderella, "if you wish them to be true." Well, the prince felt a leap in his heart. He and Cinderella danced, and when the song was over, they danced again, and then they danced again and again and again, and yet one more time they danced, and soon the other maidens at the ball grew jealous. "Why is he dancing all the time with her?" they said. "How rude!" But all the prince could see was Cinderella, and they laughed and they talked and they danced some more. In fact, they danced for so long that Cinderella did not see the clock. Dong, dong. Well, the clock. Well, hey Craig, it's 29, so it's time for you to go. Sorry, just wanted to check that out. It's time for you to go, Craig. Dong, dong. The clock is starting to check, so you better get gone. Well, so Cinderella looked up, and dong went the clock again. She looked up again. "Oh my!" she cried out. "It's almost midnight." Dong rang the clock again, and this was the fourth ring on the clock. "What does that matter?" said the prince. Dong, called the clock. I must go, said Cinderella. Dong, went the clock. But we just met, said the prince. Why leave now? Dong, rang the clock again. I must go, said Cinderella, and she ran to the steps. Well, dong, said the clock again. I can't hear you, said the prince. I cannot hear you, said the prince. The clock is too loud. Dong, rang the clock again. Goodbye, said Cinderella. Up and up, up, up the stairs she ran. Dong, went the clock again. Please stop for a moment, said the prince. Oh dear, she said, as one of her glass slippers fell off of her foot on the stairs. But Cinderella just kept running up the stairs. Dong, said the clock again. Please wait a moment, said the prince. Dong, rang the clock again. Goodbye, Cinderella turned at one last time, and then she rushed out the door. Dong, the clock was quiet. It was midnight. And wait, called the prince. He picked up her glass slipper, and he rushed out the door. He looked around, but could not see her blue dress any more. And he looked, and this is all I have left from her, he said, looking down at the glass slipper, and he saw that it was made in a special way to fit a foot like none other. Somewhere there is another glass slipper, he said, and when I find it, I will find her too. Then I will ask her to be my bride. Well, from hut to hut, from house to house, went the prince. One young woman after another tried to fit her fat foot inside the glass slipper, but none could fit, and so the prince moved on. At last the prince came to Cinderella's house. Is he coming? Called the one stepsister as she looked out the window. At the door, screamed the other stepsister. Quick, yelled the stepmother. Get ready. One of you must be the one to fit your foot in that slipper, no matter what. Well, the prince knocked on the door. The stepmother flew to open the door. Come in, she said. I have 2 lovely daughters for you to see. Well, the first of the 2 stepsisters tried to place her foot in the glass slipper. She tried hard, but it just would not fit. And then the second stepsister tried to fit her foot inside. She tried and tried with all her might too, but no dice. Are there any other young women here in this household? Said the prince. None, said the stepmother. Then I must go, said the prince. Maybe there is one more, said Cinderella, stepping into the room. I thought you said there were no more other young women here, said the prince. No one who matters, said the stepmother in a hiss. Come here, said the prince. And Cinderella stepped up to him. The prince got down on one knee and tried the glass slipper on her foot, and it fit perfectly. Then, from her pocket, Cinderella took out something. It was the other glass slipper. I knew it, he cried. You are the one. What? Shouted the stepsisters. Not her, screamed the other stepsister. This cannot be, yelled the stepmother. But it was too late. The prince knew that Cinderella was the one, and he looked into her eyes, and he did not see the cinders in her hair or the ashes on her face. I have found you, he said. And I have found you, Cinderella said. And so Cinderella and the prince were married, and they lived happily ever after. And that, my friends, is the end of TV Grandpa. Oliver, Chloe, Leroy, and the rest. Let's see, who's out? Who else is out there? I know there's a few other kids out there that are watching the show. I was supposed to give somebody else a shout out. Oh, I did for the birthday shout out. One of them One of them was little Mike McBride. He might be watching the show. He will be watching the show because he got his little birthday shout out. That's right. I think he's about 6 years old. He got some fishing tackle, some lures, so he could go fishing and catch bigger fishies than his daddy. Oliver's dad posted something about little Mike. So anyway, we'll see that happening later on. Anyway, so Mike, you're out there too watching the show. And Zoe, that's who the other one was. I knew there was another one. Little Zoe was out there watching the show. JT. So, anyway, you all have a very blessed rest. And good night. TV Grandpa says, I love you. Alright, here we go. Now it's time for the Daily Bread. And the Daily Bread portion of the program is going to be brought to you by The Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. The Bible with Briscoe's reading for today is Jeremiah 40 through 42 and Hebrews 4. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2021 for today and as always every day. Alrighty, hey, Jesus, the Jesus label. That's right, the Jesus label. You know what that is, right? That's in your clothing, there's always a label. And on the good clothes, you have an emblem on the front of it that tells you who you are. Like in this case, I think it's a golf shirt. But I don't know which golf company. I don't know if I know it's not Tiger Woods or Nike. But anyway, it's a golf shirt. And it shows a picture of golf players all over the front of it. But it does not show Jesus because he's on the inside on my label. But anyway, if you got a good name, you got Jesus on your clothes. They always mark the label. And so that is today's devotion. In the Daily Bread portion of the program, we're going to be reading Colossians 3:12 through 17 for the scriptures and insights for the Jesus label. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has grievances against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace, and be thankful. Let the marriage of Christ dwell among you richly, as you teach and admonish one another with all wisdom, through psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit, singing to God with gratitude in your hearts. And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, giving thanks to God the Father through him. And there you have it. That's Colossians 3:12 through 17, which is speaking of the label of Jesus Christ. You put on your good side and wear it every day. Wear your Jesus clothes all the time. Alright, hey, that was the Daily Bread portion of the program. That was brought to you today by The Bible with Briscoe 2021, which is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Alright, my friends, hey, that looks like it. That's the Shen Show in a nutshell. We are finished. We're done. We got one more song for you, and it goes something like this. Well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I'll say goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello, and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, you know, God loves you, and so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.